I'm going to critique Maldives' most luxurious resort to see if it's a good idea to stay at one of these over-the-water bungalows, because I've never stayed at one.
This place is absolutely incredible.
Why does it look like she was faking it? Like, I've watched a bunch of their videos. She's never done that before. She's she was pushing too much there.
There's no possible way that this video is going to be able to do it justice. I had seen pictures, I had seen videos, and I thought I was prepared for what we were about to experience.
We are so sad to be leaving Soneva today. I feel like this island was built just for me. But there's only one thing left before all of my Maldivian dreams come true, and that is an overwater bungalow.
I've had the option to stay at an over bungalow. It has been by choice. Frankly, like Earth, right? If I want to go over the water, I can rather go under the water, scuba dive, or be on a boat. I never saw the appeal of staying over the water on a deck platform, but this seems to be like the best one in the world, so let's check it out. Okay, the water looks freaking amazing. What I'm really impressed by Maldives is that there's a lot of beautiful reefs in the world, okay? And for a Muslim country, right, and Muslim countries get a lot of bad rap, they've done a fantastic job branding themselves, marketing themselves, putting themselves on the map. A lot of other countries have failed. The fact that they don't even serve alcohol, and they're actually a pretty strict Islamic country on the mainland, but the resorts are completely open to the Westerners so they can come and enjoy it, and it's creating pretty much the only source of income for the whole country. I salute that. And I welcome that. And I think it's smart business.
You're welcome. Hi, Cara. Finally welcome. Hi, finally.
Good. Thank you so much.
This is Cara, mega the fresh coconut.
Thank you.
Isn't it?
Okay, this is really crisp. I don't think I've seen water this clear and sand of this quality in person. I think the best I've seen has been Thailand, like Kopi Pile, but that's got more of a greenish tone to it. This is like light blue. Maybe closest to this color tone I've seen is Formentera, like south of Ibiza, or Corsica, south of Porto Vecchio, like over there. But I don't think any has been this clear.
Are you ready? Okay. Welcome.
This is amazing.
Wow. Wow. This place is absolutely incredible. Like, there's no possible way that this video is going to be able to do it justice.
Okay, I think you're overacting. I don't even think this was their first impression. I think this is their second impression. Okay, my main thing so far is it's a little bit bare. I don't see any plants, any greenery, anything. That's the first thing that comes to my notice. It's like, I know we're not like on ground, right? Like we're on decks over the water, but how about an indoor plant? Bring a little bit greenery in there, right? Overall, just very one tone. Again, I'm not getting any cultural elements here. I'm not getting any actual accents, not even like a color pillow. It seems like they want the focus to be only the water. And I think they like a couple pillows or a rug or like a colorful piece of art wouldn't have hurt here.
I guess we'll start with the outside. This huge, beautiful deck with a pool that's big enough to swim laps in to exercise, multiple loungers, and a ladder that goes down into the ocean.
Okay, architectural style. I mean, what is this? You guys remember the Water World? Like an overwater colony? I don't see like an architectural identity here whatsoever. This swimming pool really obviously looks like one of these over the ground swimming pool, which it is like a deck swimming pool. But maybe they could have done it in a little bit of a classier way. So far, I'm not impressed by the interior decoration whatsoever. The art, the furniture, the color palettes. The only thing so far that is extremely impressive is the quality of the water.
Okay, now let's go inside.
See-through floors. That's the ocean. Even when you're eating, there are see-through floors. What? There's more. Don't worry. And The see-through floor in the bathroom.
Speaking of the bathroom, this is it. You can walk straight from the ocean into the tub. And there's another marshmallow couch.
So bare. Like the finishes are so bare. This, to me, it's a 3-star hotel. The location might be the best like reef in the world, but interior finishes, 3-star max.
This is the gorgeous bedroom. Let me just...
What's gorgeous about this? I'm sorry, am I being too picky? There's nothing beautiful about this. Extremely bare bone. Like, forget about the view, okay? If you were not there, try to close off the view, okay? Close the curtains. What's so special about this room? There's nothing special about this room. It's just a wood room that is painted like off-white with really ugly luggage. Very bad decoration. I mean, no decoration.
And there's a TV in the trunk with 700 movies.
That was really cheesy. That was like some Mickey Mouse shit. That was really bad.
Going upstairs. Our very own little tree house where we can watch the sunrise and the sunset.
Okay, I've given up on the interior furniture because I think it's all plain. Now I'm focusing on the layout. I'm focusing on the spaces, the volume, the width. I guess you definitely have the wow factor when you walk in. You walk into your family room, I guess, and then you have a rooftop, which is a hangout area. But what it's really missing is lack of a focal point. Like when I'm thinking over the water bungalows, my first image that pops in my head is Bora Bora, which has one of the most beautiful focal points, right? It has like this straight up, I think it's volcanic mountain that just sticks out of the ocean like a sharp knife. It's so majestic and so beautiful, and all the reef around it. We don't really have a focal point outside. Architecturally so far, let's see how well it does.
They brought our bags and put them in the room, and this place is so big that we legitimately do not know where our bags are right now. We can't find our bags. Seriously, do you know where they are?
I think they're in like the bathroom room. Like not where the toilet is, but the room that the bathroom is connected to.
Okay.
Oh my God. You have one of those fans over you, like the pooper? That's really cheap. It's really cheaping it out. That's not a 5-star experience.
So we saved the best feature of the house for last, and I think the best way to show it to you is with the drone. This could be a terrible idea. There it goes! There it goes!
Okay, it's a little gimmicky, but the fact that you have the option to look at the stars while holding your significant other is very magical. Very, very cool. Okay, can you spot what they've done really, really well with the layout of the bungalows? I'll give you guys 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Using a kind of a zigzag or like, S-shaped road, you give a lot more privacy and space, like a front yard, to each one of the bungalows, and separating from each other, creating more space between them, which is you don't see on all the other over-the-water bungalows.
So as much as we hate to pull ourselves away from our villa, they have set a picnic lunch for us up on a private beach. It's basically like we're on our honeymoon again. Actually, this is way, way better than our honeymoon.
We don't want that.
I can see why in the news you always hear Maldives might like disappear within like whatever 10-20 years if water levels come up. It's so flat. There's no freaking mountain. It's just literally like sand dunes in the middle of the Indian Ocean. It's a little boring. I mean, I'm just thinking myself, like, I would be bored to be on that little house the whole time. Like, how many times are you going to jump in the water and back? Like, I would want a little bit more of a city or a village. I'm glad this exists over here, but it looks empty. It looks like the Saudi Arabia video I've done.
We have seen like 2 other guests since we've been here.
That one was like there was no one there. But it also seems like no one is here.
I'm honestly having trouble coming up with words to describe what we're experiencing right now. I think the best way I could put it is I feel like we're like living in the advertisements of magazines. Like we're living in a photoshopped world. Everything around us just looks fake.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they're overselling it. I'm not that impressed so far. I mean, yes, the water is amazing. The sand is amazing. But the bungalow itself was nothing special. Wait a minute. Where's the reef? Where are the fish? It's only sand? That's going to get boring too, right? You want to put some like snorkeling gear, scuba diving gear, go under the water. It seems like the water is absolutely beautiful, but I don't see any reef that would support a marine life.
So there's one thing that I've been wanting to do ever since we got here. The tide was too low earlier. It could have been a little dangerous, but now it's up and I can finally go down our private slide.
That was cool. I mean, architecturally, it really ruins the whole look. But who cares? It's not yours. The kids will love it, that's for sure. But then I would be worried about going there with kids. It's a little dangerous for kids. Like, your kids got to be much older. Like, I would say at least 8 and above, right? Like, the youngest one has to be over 8 to make sure, like, you know, they don't fall in the water, they don't sleepwalk, whatever, any of those crazy stories you hear. But for younger kids, any kids below 4, I would be worried about staying here. I bet you they're looking for a fish. They're spending hours under the water with their camera. Come on, show me something. A goldfish, I'll take anything. Just, we need something for B-roll.
So as if this day couldn't get any more ridiculous, they had brought us this huge spread of snacks and drinks so that we could watch the sunset from our villa. I think the one word that sums this place up better than any other is over the top.
I would say boredom. It looks really boring. Super, super boring.
I'm not going to walk backwards while I'm talking because I'm currently standing on a big wooden block in the middle of the ocean. All of these lead up to our restaurant for tonight, and they've set up a giant movie screen in the middle of the water. We're having dinner in a movie. This is a Peruvian restaurant, so of course we got ceviche.
I love Peruvian food, and I love ceviche. But you know, the one food I had while I did the 4-day hike to Machu Picchu, the locals, the indigenous people, with like our camp tour, they would cook us every morning and lunch at the campsite these other dishes that you would never find in Peruvian restaurants, and was like rice and meat, unbelievably delicious, better than any other Peruvian food I've ever had in any restaurant. And I'm constantly looking for, like, what the hell did they feed us at that campsite? And I can't find it. But yeah, Peru's got their food straight.
So good. Movie's about to start. They gave us these cool headphones, blankets. This is so cozy. It's very loud. Am I yelling? Am I yelling?
Yes, big time.
It's really loud. These are like noise canceling.
Okay, here's why I think it sucked. But let me first tell you what I liked about it. The best thing about it was the quality of the water. It was by far better than anything I've ever seen in person. Like, unbelievable, right? The water quality, the color of the sand, amazing. But that's where pretty much everything stopped. As far as the villas itself, architecturally, they look like a hut, but not even a really like thoughtful hut. It looked a bit Mickey Mouse-ish in the construction and everything. The interior decor was just unbelievably bad, and the finishes were very, very poor. And then even the central hub of the overwater restaurant, everything looked so ugly and dated, right? And then the fact that there were no fish in the water and no reef, that was even another element that was like, I'm going to get bored over here. And they had to show you a movie at nighttime to keep your excitement. The other really cool thing about it was the fact that the roof opened up and you can look at the stars. I thought that was pretty cool. But then again, you didn't have a focal point during the day. I think from the pictures I've seen, And I'm not even still convinced if I should ever stay at an over the water bungalow, because I prefer, houses on dirt. But at least Bora Bora, to me, seems to have the most beautiful focal point, right? You have the water, you have that central mountain piece that really grabs your attention or commands your attention, and puts everything in perspective as far as size, scale, water, and it has different type of reef and different colors of water in Bora Bora. It just seemed way more entertaining. And then the fact that you're so far away from everything else, the transportation to get there and out, and the fact that beside the resorts, it's an Islamic country, you can't really entertain in the Western world as we do. To me, I would not go. Definitely not to this resort. I didn't find it interesting whatsoever. But if you want to see my reaction to the overwater bungalows in Saudi Arabia, click on this video. And I think this is the best video I've ever made. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.